Pleasant good evening and welcome to this October 18, 2023 edition of the news program News Desk. 45 minutes of news, views, comments, analysis about Liberia, Africa, and elsewhere. My name is Hanson Decker presenting in the headlines. In shocking result, House Speaker Dr. Bava Chimas loses to former student leader Anthony Williams in District 2, Maryland County after nearly 18 years in the legislature. Mansurata County District 2 Representative candidate Bishop Nimla Doyen rejects the results announced by the National Elections Commission from the October 10 polls, calls for recount across the district. Opposition Unity Party refutes report that it has selected members of cabinet ahead of the runoff presidential elections. For details, and in foreign news, Kenya has initiated the evacuation of its citizens from Israel following the outbreak of war 10 days ago. The details of these developments, the news bulletin, the voices of the newsmakers, suppose or anticipated on the news program. We take a break to rejoin you.
Saying and good evening to all. House Speaker Dr. Buffer Chambers has lost a district number 2 Maryland County following his defeat in the 2023 elections. Speaker Chambers was elected 3 times in the district on the CDC's ticket, was defeated by Anthony Williams of the opposition Unity Party. Williams, a former student leader, won with 8,105 votes, constituting 45.29%, told Speaker Chambers 8,024 votes of 44.82%. He won Speaker Chambers with a vote difference of just 81. At the same time, House Committee Chair on Executive and District Number 8 Representative of Montevideo County, Akaras Gray, has been narrowly defeated with 84 votes by Unity Party's candidate Prince Tolls. Tolls obtained 9,249 votes, constituting 38.82%, while incumbent Representative Akaras Gray secured 9,165 votes, constituting 35.52%. The results were announced by NEC Commissioner Betsy Iliopangban on Wednesday. Montevideo County District Number 2 Representative candidate Bishop Nimla Doyen has rejected the results announced by the National Elections Commission from the October 10th polls. On Tuesday, the National Elections Commission announced Unity Party candidate Sekou Konen as the winner of the election in District Number 2 Montevideo County. But according to Doyen, who was an independent candidate, the results on the tally sheets from all polling places in the district proved that he won the election. Bishop Doyen is therefore calling for recount at all polling places across the district. He said the results announced by the NEC is not the outcome of the process in the district, stating that he and others are arranging a joint statement concerning the irregularities of the electoral process in the district and other parts of the country. At the same time, some supporters of the District Number 2 candidate are calling on the National Elections Commission to do a re-examination of the ballot papers. According to them, if the plot is not addressed, they will continue to engage NEC through a peaceful protest until the matter is resolved. The opposition Unity Party has refuted reports that it has elected members of cabinet ahead of the runoff presidential election. A front page Africa publication quoting an alleged lead audio said the party has already named people to various government ministries, including the Ministry of Finance, Health, Defense, Agriculture, Justice, among others. But responding to the report, Unity Party Secretary General Amos Tuer termed the report as fake and childish propaganda from the ruling CDC. Tuer said the standard bearer of the Unity Party, Joseph Boakai, is committed to an inclusive government that will give jobs to all Liberians regardless of their political affiliation. The National Elections Commission has unveiled the consolidated results of the presidential elections, revealing a tight race between the incumbent President George Weah of the Coalition for Democratic Change and Tismin Ravolt, former Vice President Joseph Boakai of the Unity Party. NEC's chairperson, David Eto Brown Lansana, disclosed the numbers, indicating that President Weah has secured 803,674 votes, constituting 43.84% of the total. Meanwhile, Boakai obtained 796,313 votes, amounting to 43.44%, creating a nail biting contest for the presidency. During the NEC's daily press briefing, Madam Brown Lansana said Edward Appleton of the Grassroots Development Movement made his presence felt by securing 40,255 votes, which represent 2.20% of the overall vote tally. Hussein Kamara of ARCOP obtained 35,977 votes, equivalent to 1.96%, while Alexander Cummins of the CPP secured 29,611 votes, constituting 1.62%. These results indicate a closely fought election, with President Weah maintaining a slight lead, but the race is far from over as the final outcome remains uncertain. Liberian educator Reverend James Wowu wants a national government to provide subsidies for private schools in the country. Reverend Wowu, who is the founder of the Christian Foundation High School in Painesville, said subsidies for private schools as well as training opportunity for teachers will improve the quality of education in Liberia. According to him, the Christian Foundation School was established to provide affordable and quality education for school-going children in the rehab drive community. Meanwhile, Reverend Wobu is encouraging parents not to panic about the election process and prevent their children from going to school this academic year. The veteran educator said parents should instead negotiate with school administrators on payment plans so as to allow their kids be in school as the election process continues. Reverend Wobu reaffirmed his institution's commitment to allowing students in class as the administration negotiates with parents on payment plans. The Yah River Bridge connecting parts of Nimbad and Bond counties is nearing completion. The over 600,000 United States dollar project is being constructed by Nimba County District Number 7 Representative-elect Musability through the Abilities Development Foundation. When completed, the bridge will create access for some 3,000 people in parts of Nimba, Bonk, and Grand Bassa counties. According to Arizona Nimba County correspondent, the bridge project is 60% complete and expected to mostly benefit residents of Districts 7 and 8 in Nimba County. Our correspondent quoted residents of the area as saying the bridge will bring relief to them by reducing transport costs. Ahead of the possible runoff 2023 elections, Grand Juda County District Number 3 representative candidate Emmanuel Paul has pledged his support to former Vice President Joseph Waka. Paul, who contested on the ticket of the Movement for Progressive Change, said he is convinced that Ambassador Waka is the best alternative for the people of Liberia compared to his rival President George Weah. He lamented that been a supporter of the CDC since 2006, President George Weah has decimally performed. As such, he cannot continue to support the CDC that left the people of Southeast with bad road network. Paul asserted that the CDC's government is dominated by Southeasterners, ranging from Finance Minister Samuel Tuer, Central Bank Governor, the pro tem of the Liberian Senate, among others. But yet, Southeastern Liberia is challenged in all spheres of life. According to the Grand Juda County defeated representative candidate, as indication of his support to the Unity Party, he has pledged to turn over 10 motorbikes, a vehicle, and PA system should there be a runoff for the Bwaka's campaign. For his part, former Grand County Superintendent Chris Ebele has termed the decision of Emmanuel Paul as a surprise, noting that Paul has been a staunch critic of the Unity Party over the years. However, Ebele welcomed the decision by Emmanuel Paul, terming it as the right decision that seeks to liberate the people of Liberia from the George Weah's presidency. At the same time, the Secretary General of the KZ Emmanuel Paul General Change Movement, Derek Bashel, has vowed to use the campaign materials donated to the Unity Party should there be one off. Bashel, speaking to RCA News, said he and his team are prepared to canvass in the out-of-reach towns and villages to ensure that Ambassador Joseph Waka is elected. Bashel proud of what he calls a strong team that will use the 10 motorbikes, a vehicle and PA system for the campaign activities of the former vice president. Away from Liberia, Kenya has initiated the evacuation of its citizens from Israel following the outbreak of war 10 days ago. The first batch of 11 evacuees is expected to arrive later on Wednesday, according to Roslyn Joku, a senior official in charge of diaspora affairs at Kenya's foreign ministry. Currently, there are more than 500 nationals registered with the Kenyan embassy in Israel, with a significant number of them living in areas that remain safe and unaffected by the ongoing hostilities. This started on 7 October with an unprecedented assault on Israeli communities near the Gaza Strip by Palestinian Hamas militants. Israel has retaliated with strikes on Gaza and a ground offensive is expected. And say that's the news bulletin.
Bulletin, the foreign development. The news bulletin, it is a regular feature on the news program. If you are just joining us in one of the top developments we are following, Opposition Unity Party refused reports that the party has already set up its cabinet ahead of a possible presidential runoff. Describes the reports as fake and childish propaganda about the ruling CDC. Let's bring you the voices of the newsmakers. House Speaker Dr. Baba Chimas has lost District 2 Maryland County following his defeat in the 2023 elections. Speaker Chimas, who has been elected 3 times in the district on the CDC ticket, was defeated by Anthony Williams of the Opposition United Party. Williams, a former student leader, won with 8,105 votes, constituting 45.29% to Speaker Chimas, 8,024 votes, or 44.82%. He won Speaker Chimas with a vote difference of just 81. Just were announced by the NC Commissioner, Basilio Pankbat, on Wednesday.
Electoral District number 2, deciding polling places of the total of deciding polling places, 100%. Electoral District number 2, Maryland County. William Anthony F. CPP, vote obtained 8,105, 45.29%. Timor Buffalo CDC, vote obtained 8,024, 44.82%. Central GPPL, vote obtained 519, 519, 2.90%. Electoral District 8, Muswell County. There are 3 polling places, 3 polling places reporting 100%. Prince A4, UP, vote obtained 9,249. Percent. 1,850, constituting 6.47%.
The results announced by the National Elections Commission, Basilio Pankbat. The opposition in the party has refuted reports that it has selected members of cabinet ahead of the run-off presidential election. From Page Africa publication, quoting an alleged leaked audio said the party has already named people to various government ministries, including the Ministry of Finance, Health, Defense, Agriculture, Justice, among others. But responding to the report, Unity Party Secretary General Amos Stewart termed the report as fake and childish propaganda from the ruling CDC.
That is a childish propaganda from the CDC. James Bishop, the former vice president, and a very esteemed leader, because very clear throughout the different campaigns across Nigeria that he is going to form a government of inclusion, and he is going to ensure that this country benefits from the leadership through agriculture, through the rule of law, education, sanitation, health, and tourism, to the benefit of the citizens of this country. So what that means, His Excellency is going to establish a platform that allows for the participation of Nigerians in the administration of their own affairs. So with the house of this party will form, it's written, Liberty Party partisan, PPP partisan, UP partisan, and once you have a Nigerian, JNU has said clearly that it's going to form a government of the inclusion. And this is exactly the reason why he has assured the people of this country that under his leadership as president of Nigeria, each county will have a minister, ministerial position. So that propaganda from the city will establish, and with this news that would be bunking very absolutely. Open is saying not just a WhatsApp message, but with audio. I mean, probably for it's very difficult to understand. Look at it from who? From where? Let them look on it. Let them say it. Sometimes after that, trucks running, and I told two of the journalists working on front page that while it's true, we want to ensure that we live in an environment where journalists will have the opportunity to exercise that journalistic freedom, but they need to be careful on the kind of stories that they write. So you went and wrote a story, taking it from somewhere, from a kind of pseudo account, without even making any effort to verify from the leadership of the Unity Party. It was just yesterday evening that one of the front page Africa journalists asked me, and I dismissed that. still in the face of all this nature of that childish propaganda. They say when a vote, you win the vote. The other platform, when we were requested to make comments to that effect, we just mentioned absolutely. In fact, when you see the fake message, we call it WhatsApp message, compare it with some of our WhatsApp accounts and see whether they're actually true. Yeah.
Emastua is the Secretary General of the Opposition Unity Party. The Yard River Bridge connecting parts of Nemad and Bond counties is near completion. The over $600,000 United States project is being constructed. Nema County District Number 7 represent the elect most ability through the Ability Development Foundation. Our Nema County correspondent is Jan Flomo with the detail.
How are residents of the area receiving this news?
United States dollars and work accommodation. So all the people attending Disability and Ability Foundation is thank you, and thank you.
Besides the bridge, are there other projects that have been undertaken by Disability in that district?
Oh yes, the electoral district number 7 in Lima County is like on Jacobo and Saclay City is an example. Meaning when you get to Saclay, every corner, in Saclay, the streets are being labeled open, you can pass anywhere without any hindrance, and Disability or the Ability Foundation is not just opening the road, they are also carrying on the construction of many bridges linking different communities in electoral district number 7. As we speak, 7,000 villages are being connected through the Ability Development Foundation road project. 7 communities in this place. So yes, Disability have taken the district number 7 to another level, and District 7 is one of the districts in Nema County that is very accessible, especially when it comes to road connectivity.
Besides District 7, is he also extending the developing other parts of the country?
Sure, district number 8 also benefited by projects where you have the road linking from District 7 to District 8 in black. It also extended as far as around the district number 9. And remember, second time he took the yellow machine and gave it to District 4 representative of the Kabo. The machine was also working in the pure regions, opening roads for the pure. So Mr. Benedict has not just been working in district number 7, but his landmark and project is across Nema County, besides District 7, District 8, benefited District 9, and some portion of the District number 4.
Yeah, Flomo is a Nema County correspondent with that development on the news program. Mansurata County District 2 Representative candidate Bishop Nemlandoyan has rejected the results announced about the National Elections Commission from the October 10th polls. On Tuesday, the National Elections Commission announced Unity Party candidate Segu Kanen as the winner of the election in District 2 Mansurata County. But according to Doyen, who is an independent candidate, the results on the tally sheets from all polling places in the district proved that he won the election.
NEC did not announce the true results of the elections in number 2 that took place on the 4th. That has caused the vote from last night to coming around. We won the election. That is fact. From the turnout from the policies, we won the election, but we don't know why they announced a different person. So we have to find out from them why they did so and to ask them to do what should be done.
Since your observation, what have been some level of your engagement with NEC?
I delivered a letter at NEC notifying them of my displeasure, and in the letter I asked them for a re-examination of balance and a visitation of the colleges, since they have the originals. The colleges will remind NEC as made a mistake. The colleges, NEC has the originals. We let them look at the original in our presence, re-examine them. They will know that they made a mistake.
Is it one of you complaining of this irregularity in the electoral process, or you have other candidates facing similar problem?
I have to cry my own cry. That is what I'm doing. No, a candidate asked about he too is displeased. If he is displeased and I'm displeased, and we want to jointly release estimate, sign a document we do. But until we get to that point, I can't discuss while here and talk on a person-to-person basis. They are citizens of the Republic of Liberia. It is their votes that NEC are playing with. They have the right to ask NEC, and I'm doing that through the medium that I sent to NEC. Well, certain things you don't do in the presence of visitors. Was not supposed to do what she has done. So they don't know. There are cases of challenges that were supposed to be issued to me since I took first place in the room that were now issued to me by a supporter of Sebukan, and international observer knows about that. It's a first-hand witness of that. So, but let's handle it from the point of view of NEC and see what NEC will say before we can go to other people.
Bishop Nemlandoenis Montserrat County District Number 2 represented candidate there in conversation with our reporter Solomon Toby. At the same time, some reporters of the District Number 2 candidate are calling on the National Elections Commission to do a re-examination of the ballot box, that's the ballot papers. According to them, if their plight is not addressed, they will continue to engage in it through a peaceful protest until the matter is resolved.
The result in that case is not a careful result, and we need a recount in District 2. You can see in recount or District 2, we're not saying that for Silkana to be the representative for District 2. We're talking for the far NetBank getting the report, we've been, observing, we've been tapping. So just in Monday, we see that Silkana tapping. Tuesday is announcing the winner of District 2.
Do you have any evidence that yes, we are sure we need this flesh?
Yes, we have all our talent sheet. We have 9 talent sheet. So we have 9 here. So the person that we usually expect to come closer to us is a buffer. Is a buffer. But not Silkana. I'm applying passive for Lower Radio Bakery, District Number 2. We're not expecting for Silkana to be the owner of District Number 2. We're expecting for Nimle Jabukle to be the owner of District Number 2 for our talent sheet. Although she have been making a lot of mistakes. Therefore, against us, she's been verifying the mistake. I think District Number 2 should be another mistake too. So let's go back to the maternity room and then check thoughtfully so that she can get our result back. Because we don't need any violence within the election. Because if it's just a around we have vote, we'll get on the street. And so we're not going to get on the street. We need peaceful election. We are elaborate. We don't want for our country to go back up. We want for our country to remain constant as it is. We need development. We don't do something. We don't have nothing to do. They never come to our rescue or they don't listen to our call. We'll get on the street, we'll protest from place to place until the problem will be solved.
I'm Mary Jara from Lower Johnsonville, Pedetan Junction. We are calling upon NEC that NEC please do their recounting. If NEC cannot do their recounting, we will get on the street. We will protest. The disorder is waiting to push our to get on the street. The market women are waiting to get on the street. The citizens of District Number 2, they are angry, they are in tears right now. We're not doing with violence with guns, we're not doing with violence with violence, we're not doing violence with knives. But we'll protest on the street until we can get District Number 2. The bishop cannot win District Number 2. No representative for District Number 2.
Voices of supporters of Montserrat County District 2 representative candidate Bishop Nemlandoenis calling on the National Elections Commission to do a re-examination of the ballot papers. A Liberian educator, Reverend James Woe, wants national government to provide subsidies for private schools in the country. Reverend Woe, who is the founder of the Christian Foundation High School in Pennsville, said subsidies for private schools as well as training opportunity for teachers will improve the quality of education in Liberia.
There is a great need, even though we are on top of things, but there is still a need. The government needs to subsidize, especially those schools that are helping the Christian Foundation school. Because if we are helping the government in this direction that I'm speaking of, so it quite shows that we need help from them. Even if they can improve on that training, because every year they train their guardian counselors. If we can hire all there, then we can send our guardian counselors to be trained. Even though she's trained, but we need to revive our knowledge, so we need help in our direction. If they can help our teachers, maybe give them scholarship or amend their salary, because all of them are volunteer. They are actually doing well, but they are on a voluntary level. We want to let parents know that this is now a campaign message. This is why we waited, so that this thing can be done after campaign period, so that you will know that it's not something that's going to die down later after elections. So we are encouraging all parents to send your kids to Christian Foundation School. Our school fee is very low, and it is divided into 4 installments. And we are flexible when it comes to fee payment. So please send the kids that in school. As I said today, those are hearing their voices. Now all of them are registered. Even though it's not a good thing for you to send the kids, but we can reach on that level. But the children need to learn.
While Reverend Wu is encouraging parents not to panic about the education process and prevent their children from going to school this academic year, the veteran educator said parents should instead negotiate with school administrators on payment plan as to allow their kids be in school as the election process continues.
For Christian Foundation, we want to give God the glory because we started on a good footing. It just many parents are speculating that maybe something will happen, so they're holding back onto their finances and their students. So, what we know they will send them. This is one of the reasons for which we invited you guys to come, so that we can let the public know that nothing will happen, and then send their kids to school and feel free to pay their school fees. As you can hear, the kids in the various classes started fund on group path. So the main thing is to encourage parents to send their children. There are some that we started fund this year. The school fee is very less. What we stand for here is high quality education for affordable price. So our school fee is very, very low. That anybody can afford. We are doing that so that all kids will have access to the quality education that we present here. Our teachers are well trained and qualified. Some are UL graduates. That process as I speak to you, this is not just of the thing we're doing here. This school is recognized by the Ministry of Education. We even go as far as we wouldn't start on our teacher's salary. So this the payroll is being submitted to the Ministry of Education, so they know how qualified our teachers are. And I can tell you, if you can notice, so we have spoken with some administrators, and they told us that because of the election, parents have refused to send their children, so they themselves open up the school, at least for the children to come to after election, they can be able to comply with the school. How is it? Exactly what you said is what is happening here. We know that things are high. Besides that, people are now quite sure that nothing will happen. So they were, hesitant to send their children. So we told them that send the children, let them be in the class and be learning, because our focus is their future. So hearing there, you will not see majority name in our record because they are not registered. So that's the same thing we're telling the public, that send the children, let them be in classes and be learning. Money will come second. Like for example, we have computer here in a little fees, don't charge extra. And from 10 to 12, we brought a program. We need to use a program where they don't take tests. Normally, they go and take tests on the computer.
Reverend James Wood is a Liberian educator calling on national government to provide subsidies for private schools in the country. Ahead of the possible runner-up 2023 elections, Gwangila County District 3 Representative candidate Emmanuel Port has pledged his support to former VP Joseph Boakai, who contested on the ticket of the Movement for Progressive Change, said he is convinced that Ambassador Boakai is the best alternative for the people of Liberia compared to his rival President George Weah.
So I mean, let them come back to catch my father for Omebaka. Yeah.
Are you telling us you're going to transport yourself from the US?
I will pay my plane ticket to come back to catch my one for the woman. I will do that. Omebaka don't need to come and campaign to us. We need to campaign to him. That is, considered buying the county. the second round, you will get the best out of Grand Leader County. And we'll make sure already, employed our soldiers, in the field. It doesn't need to send money to us. We'll do our own, financials. Yeah, we'll raise our own. Well, I agree in principle with our supporters that will support women workers for now. I think we see the truth in him. The country must survive. It's not about me surviving alone. I can be in the US to make the dollars, make all the money. I alone enjoy. It's not about that. But the best thing is for women workers coming over to the leadership, give chance to the international community to get direct investment so that people can get jobs. People can get jobs. You know what I mean? Somebody calling for the US will say, trying to give me 10 US. You know what I mean? You experienced that? Yes, I did that many times. Family members will call me. If you give me 10 US, I'll be satisfied. I've been there for being calling. Can you help out with $10, $20? I supported CDC in the past. If I make send up Marshall Aid, then to win election in Liberia, 2014, from the CDC government, nobody asked me to support the Unity Party or to support the Open Welcome. From my analysis, I saw the truth in him. Yeah, I think he's the best person to support for now. I did my analysis in the past. Were you coerced? Nobody can coerce me, bro. I made my own money. Who can tell me say can't do the one and this one? I made my own money. All the campaign I ran in that kind of stuff. I take my own cash and support it. I saw the truth. I told everybody, it was clear with them. I told them in the past. I told them that whether I win, whether I didn't win, I will support everybody. And the reality will come on. The young people get jobs. So at least they can put food on the table for themselves too. Look at the investment climate. If every door, he can convince the international community to support when it comes to the direct investment process, to make sure that company come here, to make sure that investment come in the country. For us, that's the party we see him. My brother, I support the city from 2005 to 2011, 2017. But those things that we yam for yesterday, for which CDC won, you have not seen it. We told CDC when you win election, President George will win election, everybody will be able to declare asset, to know the quality, how you are going to the leadership, so that we can be able to why you obtain from the leadership. We have the past. Nobody declare asset.
The voice of Grangida County District 3 represented candidate Manaport, they're pledging support to former VP Joseph Boyka. At the same time, as for his part, former Grangida County Superintendent Chris Bailey termed the decision of Manaport as a surprise, noting that Paul has been a staunch critic of the Unity Party over the years. However, Bailey welcomed the decision by Manaport, terming it as the right decision that seeks to liberate the people of Liberia from the George Weah presidency.
I'm totally surprised and taken aback. I never spoke to him. In fact, since he came from the States, I only heard that he was campaigning in in the Bison district to become a representative. And I know he is able to be a strong supporter of the CDC. So when I received a call this morning that he wants to turn over all of his campaign material in support of Omen Boyka to the Unity Party, if there's a second round, I was actually taken aback. But again, one thing I've been knowing him, he's a man of his word. When he says he's going to do this, he can go and resurrect. That's what got me convinced. And then, Mr. Kizebo will be returning to the States. He want to actually be with the Hurricane Party and turn over all of his, through his Secretary General, in a sense, yes, unprecedented, giving justification, a reason why you want to support Omen Boyka. And this is what I'm going to tell Liberians. You see, the old man, if you have sat with that old man, you get to know, you get wisdom. I have sat with him on several occasions. Look at what he coined. Think Liberia, love Liberia, live Liberia. You see, so this vice president is a man of wisdom. And that's why sometimes when I said, why you think I said he kept him for 12 years? If he wasn't a good man, she would get rid of him after the first 6 years. But he kept him, and that's why you have to start thinking, why should Madam Shalif, that we all know, as critical as she is, keep Ambassador Vice President Boyka for 12 consecutive years?
The voice of former Grangida County Superintendent Chris Bailey, they're terming the decision of Manaport as a surprise. At the same time, the Secretary General of the KZ Manaport Generational Change Movement, Derek Bashir, has vowed to use the campaign materials donated to the Unity Party should there be a runoff. Bashir, speaking to RC News, said he and his team are prepared to canvass in the hard-to-reach towns and villages to ensure that Ambassador Joseph Boyka is elected.
We have a control area where Ombokeze Manaport control is the Bison district, and we have our followers there. And we're also going to take back the chief patron message with Ombokeze Manaport. And one thing, actually, government so excited, and I will continue to trust him as a voice. And prior to October 10 election, he made a statement that regardless of my victory or not,
I'm going to fully support Bouaka, considering all factors, all indicators in the country. I'm going to support Bouaka. And today, he has publicly declared support to the presidential bid of Jose Newman Bouaka. So, with the mandate that will be given and the continued message that will be given from him, we're going to implement in the county to ensure that the normalization of Jose Newman Bouaka got the first thing they can rise up to the occasion, where people will see the need. And with the myth that they carry around, government is continuity. If Joe did not go for a second term, government is continuity. Joe met projects on ground that he also completed. Likewise, when he leave project on ground, people will say come there. Joseph Bouaka, Joseph Bouaka will say come there. Continue that. So as we get in the county, we'll make sure all boots will be on ground to ensure that all of the villages, the towns, will move there without motorbikes. He purchased over 10 plus motorbikes. We got a PA system to put on the place on our backs. Generator, we'll also have all of these things so that we can go from place to place to encourage our people and dispel that myth that only George we can take road to the southeast. That's misleading is false.
Derek Bashelt is the Secretary General of the KZ Manopur Generational Change Movement that's speaking. Well, folks, that's all the time we have to be with you on today's edition of the news program. As we take a leave of you, these are the top stories we have been following. In shocking result, House Speaker Dr. Bavachimas loses to former student leader Anthony Williams in District 2 Montserrat, that's Maryland County, after nearly 18 years in the legislature. Opposition Unity Party refutes reports that the party has already set up its cabinet ahead of a possible presidential runoff. The reports as a fake and childish propaganda by the ruling CDC. Montserrat County District 2 Representative candidate named Doyen rejects the results announced about the National Elections Commission from the October 10th polls, calls for recount across the district. And away from Liberia, the BBC is reporting that Kenya has initiated the evacuation of its citizens from Israel following the outbreak of war 10 days ago. Thanks to our correspondents, reporters, writers, editors, and those who help in making today's edition of News Desk a success. Olivia Bowen brought us the news bulletin, the foreign development. Johnson Batoma ably coordinated the sound. Mayan Tobian sat behind the camera at the same time coordinated this entire production of the news program. For and on behalf of today's edition of News Desk, my name is Hanson Dekara, presenter.
when it comes to communication in Liberia, Orange is number one.
Orange is the best. Orange is the best. Oh, Orange is the best.
Orange is the best.
Strongest network, widest coverage.
Orange is the best.
Fastest internet speed.
Orange is the best.
People, Orange is the best. Yes, Orange is the best.
Lavakitia, Naratama, Pulizu, Copenhagen, that's the Iboga Orange, Tobaga number one. So we need to.
Company is my Orange. I don't got the best.
Orange, we want you that telephone on phone.
Reliable, trusted, and dependable.
Orange is about 7.
Yeah, orange is raw.
Orange is the best.
It's all about what matters to you. Orange.